Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to teach you how to repair your lawnmower's broken pull rope. We have a lawnmower here. It's a Craftsman with a Briggs and Stratton engine that has a, that rooster. It has a pull rope problem, and we will fix it today. Here's the tools I'll be using. A 3/8 socket, 5/16 socket, some quality lawnmower pull rope and a new handle, needle nose pliers with a 90-degree bend, flat blade screwdriver, and a Phillips head screwdriver. What we need to do is remove the red cover and the gas tank. Let's get started. These are Phillips head screws, and there's usually 2 of them. Alright, now we have to get the 5/16 socket for 3 bolts on the gas tank. You also have a 3/8 bolt down here that I usually just loosen. So after you have these 3 bolts on top removed and the one down here loosened, you should just be able to rotate the fuel tank back. And there's plenty of room, but you can also remove the fuel line right there to give you some more. That's the only thing that's preventing it from rotating backwards. Now we need to remove this entire engine shroud here. You note this part is just riveted on, so you cannot remove it. You have to remove the whole cover. It's only 5 bolts, so you'll be okay. The first thing I usually remove is the oil spout. It's 5/16. And then you just kind of pick it up, pull it up slightly, and then just rotate it out. It's the best way I've found to do this. 2 bolts to remove in the front, and they're both 3/8, and then you have 2 bolts to remove in the back, which are also 3/8. And they're down here. 1. And that one's on that side, 2. Alright, we're ready to remove this entire engine shroud, and basically it just pulls right off like that. And now we can get to the pull rope mechanism. Now this is a pair of scissors. The nice thing about this one, when it broke, it still has the little stop piece on it, so it didn't completely blow out. So I'm not going to have to rewind this, I'm just going to have to replace the string. So we want to pull this all the way out to the very end, and then I usually just stick a screwdriver in it or something to hold it in place. There we go. Get to use my big scissors again. There you go. And now we should just be able to pull that piece out. There we go. This will make your life a lot easier if you just burn the end of the rope a little bit and then kind of pinch it tight. Be careful because it's very hot, but now you kind of have a hardened end on there that's easier to poke through. So you have to poke the string in through the outside and have it poke through the hole on the pulley there. So let's try it. Feed that in, and sometimes you just have to kind of rotate the pulley a little bit to get that hole lined up perfectly. Let's see if I can do this. You can also do it this way. Come in through here and then out through the hole. Just whatever works best for you. Just remember to keep this pulley locked in place with the screwdriver here. And you pull it through and you simply tie a knot on the end. And you want to leave a little bit of a tail on the knot, but not too great of one. Make sure it's good and tight. Alright. Now, it's a good idea to put the handle on at this point. Same deal, we'll want to burn this end pretty significantly, and then quickly kind of smush it together to a hardened point. Ouch, that's hot. It'll make it a lot easier to poke through. I usually tie a double knot on this one. I don't know why, but I do. Now we can release. You want to kind of pull tension on this as you release, just so it doesn't get tangled up. So we can pull out the screwdriver and it should retract. Perfect. Let's install this. Just like it came off, folks. Put it back on. Want to make sure you don't bind up anything. Make sure that that is working the way it should, and go ahead and reinstall the mounting bolts. You'll want to make sure to put the oil spout back on first. I figured this would be a better angle to show you how the oil spout basically just twists back into place. There you go. And 5/16 to put it back on. If you happen to pull out this spout, you got to be cautious, because you'll see there's always a lot of crud down there, which could get into the engine. So just be careful when you reinstall the spout that you don't drop any stuff down in the oil into the engine. Reinstall the 3 gas tank mount bolts. And be careful, you don't want to over tighten these. They're pretty small bolts. Don't want to over tighten these because they're just plastic. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope I helped you out.